What I experienced from behind with my alien girlfriend will shock. You, Captain Lisa Morgan, had seen many strange things during her 5 years exploring deep space, but nothing prepared her for what happened on planet Zephyr 7, the mining colony, had gone silent 3 weeks ago, and Lisa's ship was sent to investigate what went wrong. The planet looked normal from orbit with its purple skies and silver mountains, but something felt different when they landed. Lisa led her team through the empty colony buildings. Everything was in perfect order, but no people anywhere. The beds were made, the food was still fresh on tables, and personal items sat untouched. It was like everyone just vanished into thin air that night while setting up camp. Lisa heard a soft humming sound coming from the forest behind their landing site. She grabbed her weapon and went to check alone against all safety rules. Something about the melody made her feel calm and curious instead of afraid. Deep in the purple trees, she found a clearing with strange blue flowers that glowed in the dark. In the center sat a figure that made Lisa freeze. The being looked female, but clearly not human. Her skin was pale silver and seemed to shimmer in the flower light. She had 4 arms instead of 2, and her eyes were completely black, like looking into space itself. The alien woman turned and looked directly at Lisa without any surprise, as if she had been waiting. She spoke in perfect English, which shocked Lisa more than her appearance. "My name is Vera. I have been watching your kind for many cycles. Your people fascinate me more than any other species we have encountered." Lisa kept her weapon ready, but something about Vera seemed peaceful and honest. She asked what happened to the missing colonists and why the planet felt so strange. Vera stood up gracefully, moving all 4 arms in a flowing dance. "The colonists are safe. I moved them to a protected dimension when the Devourers came to this system. Your species always tries to fight things that cannot be fought, so I saved them." Lisa did not understand what she meant by Devourers, but before she could ask, Vera continued speaking. "The creatures that hunt across galaxies, eating entire civilizations. They consume not just bodies but souls and memories, leaving nothing behind. I have been running from them for thousands of years, but they found me again." Vera explained that she belonged to an ancient race called the Guardians, who once protected younger species from cosmic threats. But her people were destroyed by the Devourers, and she was the last one left. She had been hiding and moving from planet to planet, trying to save others. Lisa lowered her weapon, feeling drawn to this mysterious being. There was sadness in Vera's black eyes that seemed deeper than oceans. She asked why Vera was telling her all this. "Because humans are different," Vera said, stepping closer. "Your species has something we Guardians lost long ago. You have hope that burns so bright it can be seen across dimensions. Even when facing impossible odds, you never give up fighting." Vera reached out with one of her 4 hands and gently touched Lisa's face. Her skin felt cool, but somehow comforting. Lisa felt a strange connection forming between them, like their minds were linking together. "I can show you what is coming," Vera whispered. "But once you see, you cannot unsee the truth about what hunts in the darkness between stars." Against her better judgment, Lisa nodded. She needed to understand the threat to protect her crew and humanity itself. Vera's black eyes began to glow, and suddenly, Lisa's mind was flooded with visions. She saw massive shadow creatures moving through space like living storms. They consumed entire star systems, leaving only empty void behind. Civilizations that had existed for millions of years were erased completely, as if they never existed. But then Lisa saw something else in the visions: humans fighting back against the Devourers, using weapons and strategies that other species never thought to try. Where ancient races had tried to hide or run, humans stood and fought. Even when losing, they kept trying new approaches. The visions ended, and Lisa gasped for air. Her mind was reeling from what she had seen. The scale of the threat was beyond anything she could have imagined. "They will be here soon," Vera said sadly. "I can feel them approaching this system. I wanted to take your people to safety, like I did the colonists. But you humans are too stubborn to hide." Lisa felt anger rising inside her. These creatures had destroyed countless civilizations, and now they thought they could do the same to humanity. She looked at Vera with new determination. What if we don't run? What if we help? You make a stand here. Vera stared at Lisa in shock. No species has ever offered to fight alongside a guardian. The devourers are death itself given form. Your weapons cannot harm them. Lisa smiled grimly. Then we'll find weapons that can. You said humans are different, so let us show you just how different we can be. For the first time in thousands of years, Vera felt something she thought was lost forever. She felt hope burning in her ancient heart. Over the next 2 days, Lisa worked with Vera to prepare defenses using human military tactics combined with Guardian technology. Vera was amazed at how quickly humans adapted to concepts that took other species centuries to understand. Lisa's crew was initially suspicious of Vera, but they quickly accepted her when they saw the threat approaching. The Devourers arrived as 3 massive shadow entities that blocked out the stars themselves. The battle that followed became legend among the surviving Guardian archives. Humans fought with courage that defied logic, using everything from nuclear weapons to ramming ships directly into the creatures. Lisa and Vera fought side by side, combining human determination with ancient Guardian powers. When the smoke cleared, 2 of the Devourers were destroyed, and the 3rd fled wounded back into deep space. It was the first time in recorded history that the creatures had been defeated in direct combat. As they stood among the wreckage, Vera looked at Lisa with wonder and growing affection. She had found not just hope, but something else she thought was impossible. She had found love with a being whose spirit burned brighter than any star. Lisa felt the same connection growing between them. 2 beings from different worlds united by a bond stronger than species or form. They had saved each other in ways that went beyond the physical battle. The colonists were returned safely from the protected dimension, and Lisa's crew prepared to return to Earth with news of the victory. But Lisa made a choice that surprised everyone. She decided to stay with Vera to continue the fight against the remaining Devourers together. Their love had become a weapon against the darkness and a beacon of hope for the galaxy. The last Guardian and the human captain became partners in every sense, traveling the stars to protect other worlds from the ancient threat. Their story spread among the spacefaring races as proof that even the oldest evils could be defeated when hope and love joined forces. Years later, when asked about the secret to their success, Lisa would smile and say that behind every great victory was someone willing to stand with you against impossible odds, and sometimes that someone comes from the most unexpected places in the universe.